Hey folks, this is Tracy with Scrappy's Rustics. In this video, we're going to make some customized little smelly sachet type little burlap muslin canvas little baggies I picked up on Amazon. They were super cheap and I thought, what the heck, let's make some really cute, smelly, customized, good smelling little sashes. So I got the rice at the Dollar Tree, so it's cheapo rice. I should have bought 2 bags, but I had no idea. I've never done this before. So I decided on the crockery stamp by IOD, the butterflies stamp by IOD, and the fern stamp by IOD. Y'all, my mind was going crazy as I went through this, thinking Christmas and the smells. And I decided to use lemon oil, essential oil, for the scent. I ended up adding a different scent to lemon to 3, and then another scent to the other 3, and then I ran out of rice. So what I'm doing is just deciding which stamp sizes up best on our little bags. I stuck a piece of cardboard in there. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done that because the ink didn't go through. It was pretty cheap fabric, so I wasn't sure. But I did put the cardboard in every single one, but I don't think that I needed to. When you're stamping fabric, you want to make sure that your ink pad is pretty juicy. Once you put your stamp down, look how cute that is. Once you put your stamp down, commit, anchor it down with one hand, and with your other hand, just go over every square inch of the stamp because the stamp itself is not heavy enough to transfer the image onto your surface. So once you're down, that's it. Commit, don't shift, because then you're just going to make a mess. And then I just take a baby wipe and I wipe each stamp after I use it. I was rotating in between 2 pieces of acetate. And you want to make sure that your acetate is dry and dust free before putting your stamp on it because it will fall off. So there's nothing worse than putting your stamp on the acetate, getting it all inked up, flip it over, trying to position it, and it just falls right off on your surface, and then that's no good. Then you got a mess. So I just kept rotating it. I didn't make you watch this for every single stamp where I cleaned it and I put it back, but I do want you to see the process of just simply wiping it with a baby wipe, let it dry, and then you can stick it right back onto your stamp set or wherever you're housing them. So we end up doing 3 with the crockery stamp. Y'all, this is my favorite stamp. I think this thing is a classic. There's so many uses for it. We've stamped it in clay. It's probably my favorite stamp to stamp into clay. It's just a timeless piece. I absolutely love it. These little pouches came out adorable, and they can be customized in so many different ways. I seriously almost busted the Christmas stamps out and the cinnamon oil. And I had to reel it back in because just the ideas were just imploding. These would make an adorable gift and very inexpensive, especially if you already have the stamps on hand. A bag of rice at the Dollar Tree is, $1.25. But you need 2 bags. They took a lot more rice, these little bags, than I thought they were. So now we're using the fern stamp. And you see how I always ink my stamp away from my surface. Every time I don't have a nice smooth hand. And I don't want to take the chance of getting ink on my surface, so I always do it to the wayside, and then I wipe up any extra ink where it's not supposed to be. The ink should be on the stamp, not everywhere else, but somehow I always end up doing that. I just don't have a level hand, I guess. So you can see too, you don't have to use the whole stamp. I want to use that, but it won't fit on there totally, so I'm just going to ink to where I need it. And that's all you need to use. So don't be afraid to use something bigger than your surface. I should have stopped the ink, but I didn't. But instead, I knew where my finger was, where I was gonna put it to on the surface here. So like I said, these would make an adorable gift, or little gifts for maybe a baby shower or a wedding shower, or for yourself. They smell so amazing. I'm not sure. I can't remember the smell of the other one. I had forgotten I had a 6-pack of essential oils from when we did the beeswax melts sachets, and so I busted those open. I want to say it was maybe gardenia, and my husband walked in the door. He's like, "Wow, it smells so good." I was like, "Oh, those are my little cute sachets." Now see how long that stamp is, and now we're just using just a little piece of it, because I do feel like these sachets looked better when it had more stamp on it, when the stamp took up more of the space, if that makes any sense, in the end. And you can embellish these any way. So I ended up doing 3, guess I cut it out. I cut out the butterfly. I did a butterfly, a full butterfly, a dragonfly, and a half a butterfly. I didn't have enough rice, so I did not end up stuffing them. Or they're actually, I still don't have the rice, so they're still sitting there. So I'm just adding essential oil into the rice. I'm just dumping it in there. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done this before. I don't know if it needed more, little. My rice ended up being kind of wet. I might have put too much. I always like more smell, depending on what the smell is, of course. So I just dumped it in there and mixed it. When I was done, it was pretty wet. And then I was second guessing myself, geez, it's oil. Is it going to seep through the bag and leave spots all over the bag? So what I decided to do is take a bag I did not stamp, put a little in there, and I let it sit for a couple of hours. You wouldn't know that in this video because I cut it out. But it didn't. It really didn't. I was completely shocked because my rice was pretty soggy with, with oil. So I just stuffed these, and they're absolutely beautiful, and you can embellish them any way you want. Be sure to visit our website at scrappyrustics.com. You can get the stamps there. If you enjoyed this video and inspired you, please feel free to share, like, and comment. And to see more, follow me on Facebook and YouTube, and be sure to hit the notification buttons when new videos are uploaded. Thank you for watching.